Watch the video. The man don't speak my mind. So there's no need for me to talk past this again. Watch the video.
And joining us on the program this morning is Mr. Berkeley Asiafa, who is the chairman, Isoko North Forum of PGs, that's President General of Ozoro. He joins us virtually this morning from Delta State. Mr. Asiafa, good morning and welcome to the morning brief. You may need to unmute your device so that we can hear you clearly. As we wait for that to be done, I've tried as much as possible to set the tone by covering both sides of the conversation. I'd like you to speak to, especially the position of the Commissioner for Information, that it's not all areas in Isoko that do not have power supply as much. From where you stand and from what you know about the communities in Isoko Nation, how much of them, have not had power supply for a decade? Mr. Siafa?
Hello, Channel.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Good morning, Nigerians. Yeah, good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, my Isoko people. I was shocked when I watched so many of those clips in that interview, and I don't really blame the Commissioner for Rural Roads, Commissioner for Works, but I take it as an insult to the Commissioner. One, as a commissioner, you are in a position to tell the governor the truth about Delta State. A governor is always so busy that he might not be able to see everything around the state at the same time. It's the work of commissioners and special advisors, special assistants to tell the governor what goes on in various local government and various kingdoms in Delta State. But I don't think the commissioner that spoke last has really been to Isoko like that. He has not been to, I don't think he has even slept in Isoko. So what he said was his personal opinion and not what is happening in Isoko Nation, please.
So
I am the President General of Ozoro Kingdom, and I speak for all the President General and Isoko Nation. We don't have light in Isoko. Some communities don't have light for the past 20 years. I reside in Ozoro. I live in Ozoro. I have my businesses in Ozoro. I run a lounge in Ozoro. I know how much I spend on diesel for the past 7 years. I know what happened in Ole. Ole is the headquarters of Isoko South. Ozoro is the headquarters of Isoko North. I know how much we spend on diesel, on petrol, every day. We have a university in Ozoro. We have a university in Ole. I know how much students pay to buy fuel to power their small generators in order to maybe, read at night. So when someone comes on national TV and say, we have light in Isoko, it's just a matter of how do you want the government to come and connect light into your various houses. There is no light in Isoko. And I remember Isoko used to have a ROEB from Abbey in the 70s and 80s. Isoko was connected to the national grid in 1986-87. Some of these equipment are obsolete. It's about 40 years, the wires that went to the power station in Ughelli. They are old, 40 years. And if you don't tell the governor the truth, the governor will not solve the problem. So I expected.
Can you hear me? Let's dimension the problem. My apologies. Let's dimension, because we actually told him, okay, if you are countering the position of the people, because it was an argument of whether the infrastructure, they're available, that's on one hand. The other part was whether the people are able to afford to pay for the electricity they're asking for to be provided for them. And then I think there's another factor we raised that particular day. So we had to reach out to ask exact communities and maybe the unique challenges of those communities. And we told him, that's the Honorable Commissioner, to please go back and verify for himself. And then maybe when we come back, we can speak to specifics.
States, hold on, please. For Elu, Ovrode, or Fagbe, I don't think they've seen life for almost 15 years. For Uzere, they have light now because they had to contribute money. They told the oil company there to pay 50% of what was supposed to come to them, and they have their own gas turbine. The gas turbine they build can only supply 1/3 of that community. That is the only community in the whole of Isoko Nation that can boast of life for 8 hours a day because they were able to come together. It took us when we had a former governor of Delta State, that is Emmanuel Odwaga. This issue came up, and then you can remember how many years Odwaga left office. He wanted to, put some gas turbine and some power stations in Delta State, but then the federal government said we have 3 power stations in Delta State already. We have one in Okpai that goes straight to Obosi Oka. It was not stepped down in Delta State. We have one in Ughelli that went straight to the southwest. We have one in Saple that went straight to the north and outside Nigeria. So we have 3 power stations in Delta State. 3 power stations in Delta State. None of them, apart from a little bit of that one in Saple, that Saple people went on rampage and it had to be stepped down in Saple. Then the one in Ughelli was partially stepped down in Ughelli to serve people in Ughelli.
Right.
The one in Okpai, I can even say, because I know that they said something about Kwale, that they were bringing life from Abraka to Kwale. I can tell you, Kwale for more than 15 years. I go to Asaba, from Uzoro to Asaba is just an hour drive, and I go through Kwale. There is no electricity anywhere in Isoko, apart from Musere that has a gas turbine.